So Rick's taken the covers off for the dorade vent. But we're going to get into this and get it sealed. More in a little bit.
I mean, we're going to use 4,200, not 5,200, 4,200 on this time, and hopefully that will last longer and seal better. I'm not the most experienced person when it comes to this, but having seen how the butyl tape has worked, I don't really want to reuse it unless I don't have a choice. Well, still flexible, even after however many years.
And there you have it.
There's a hole.
There's a hole in our boat.
The deck of the boat.
Hard on knees for being old people.
Today's mission on the good ship Akia is to continue with the repair of the deck right above the forward head around the dorade vent. We've got most of this ground out, but there is still, as you can see, some wood I need to get to. It's been a tough job getting to that, but I found an oscillating tool that I think will work. I've got this holding down the patch. I epoxied this piece of plywood, used butyl tape around the edges, and to keep the water, it seems to have worked. Haven't had any water dripping in here. Got to put some epoxy on this to stiffen this up and try to protect this from any more damage. I'm going to have to ground out some of this remaining rotted wood. I believe there's a little bit more over here. So I've got to grind that out. Got some other plywood I'm going to use to stuff back in that void, epoxy that in. So it's going to be a day of sanding and epoxying. Wish me luck.
Hey, Rick's been working all day on the marine plywood we found yesterday, and I was only about 2 miles from the marina here, from the boat, so that was good. But he's got the shape cut out that we need for in there, and then he went from that back here so that he could try to get back in here. So he's got this all cut out. He's got a little bit more fiberglass back in there to sand on, but his batteries have died so far. So I'm trying to stop that from being so bright, sorry. Anyway, he's done for the day, and we put just a baggie up here last night. Try to keep the critters out, the bugs. Here's a look at my rebirth. He's used my good hand towels, a couple of them, as you can see. So there is sawdust on everything, even though he's tried to keep up with it. It will be tons. I mean, you can just, you can see it. Tons and tons everywhere. But that's to be expected. It's a project.
Progress report. Got the wood ground off and got as deep back in these little recesses as I could get. And I'm gonna put I went ahead and used some acetone and wiped down the surface in here. So I think it is ready after lunch. Progress update. Got the voids filled and thickened epoxied. Got the first board epoxied and up. And there's our poles in use. Adjustable shower rods. And apply the pressure to keep this up against the deck till the epoxy cures. Okay, here's the second plywood. I let the first cure overnight, which was well over its 10 to 15 hours. So I've got this piece in, and it will have to cure all day as well.
So back to our work again today. Rick is outside trying to get some epoxy in our holes that we screw so we can get the dorade vent back on. Keep having a leak. I don't know if you can see that little baby or not, but he's up there. Say hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
I don't know if I can see you there. Say hi.
Hi, Rick.
I don't know if I'm seeing anything or not, other than getting my hair and this stuff over here dripping through crazily. But
I think it's slowing down.
we ran low on hardener and resin, and he happened to have some because we wanted to get this done tonight so we can get the peel ply on and let it cure overnight. And West Marine, which is the only spot we have close to us that carries anything marine, does not open until 9 tomorrow morning. So he came to our rescue with product. So great big shout out, thank you to Carl Patty, and just one of our great QDoc friends. So after working on this fiberglass stuff all day yesterday and getting the seal ply on last night, Rick had to do a lot of pulling and tugging and everything this morning to get it off. We put the seal ply on top of a piece of wood. This is the seal ply.
Little did we know that the epoxy would go through the seal ply and adhere the wood to the seal ply. So the seal ply came off of our fiberglass, but as you can see, it didn't come off of our wood very well. So don't do that if you ever are working overhead with fiberglass.
But it's done. Now on to working on the hole for the dorade vent. So we'll give you an update on that later. Okay, dorade vent in. Check. Sealed? We're hoping. We're hoping. But I'm not gonna go outside and show you. It's a dorade vent. Anyway, next, once we make sure there's no leaks, we'll be to put the ceiling in with some sort of covering. Okay, so projects continue. We found out that the little mirror we have here in the forward head was not really sticking to the wall anymore. They look like tar or something.
It looked like roofing.
Roofing material, not tar. Sorry, roofing. You know, that black, sticky,
Adhesive, yeah, kind of like
yucky stuff.
yeah.
And so we went and got some mirror mounts, and Rick's putting those in. And then I had picked up some beadboard that we want to try to use in the aft head. So while it's not the vinyl, it does have, give me a minute here, it does have a backing on it, which I will, or Rick will, one of us will, go ahead and give that 3 coats of a sealer before we put it up. It is flexible, so hopefully it'll fit into our project head here. Now that it's all done and trimmed up with fiberglass and the water tank is almost hooked up, we're debating on it as well. Right now it's set up to fill the 10-gallon water tank from our water maker, and then any extra will run into the starboard water tank. And we're just going, why not just run into the starboard water tank? I guess simply because if you have contaminated water in your tank, at least you've got some fresh. That's the only thing I can think of. But hopefully we wouldn't have any contaminated water. So that's the thought we're kicking around. But for right now, that's the project.